In the past, of course, you've been accused of similar things.
Well, that's what you sign up for when you enter the entertainment business.
Absolutely, but it must be hard dealing with all the beehive coming at you.
I don't have anybody.
All right, let's get into it because Maya is finally letting it all out. She's spilling the tea about how Beyoncé allegedly came after her. Yes, Beyoncé, after catching wind that Maya had something going on with Jay-Z. Now, for the longest time, people thought it was just the Beyhive dragging her, coming at her for supposedly hooking up with Jay. But according to Maya, Beyoncé herself didn't just sit pretty. She allegedly made Maya's entire life miserable. And listen, that's exactly why Maya claims her career is basically invisible today. And you know what? There's a disturbing pattern here. Almost every single woman linked to Jay-Z either ended up destroyed in the industry or worse. Lou Cantrell? Her career got ripped apart. Rita Ora? Same thing. Then you've got Emile, who basically vanished. Rihanna? Her album was mysteriously leaked just days before its release. Kathy White? She turned up dead, while reportedly pregnant with Jay's child. And now, Maya's saying Beyoncé wrecked her too. Like, come on, girl, everyone can't be lying. Back in the day, Maya's career was flourishing. She had her hits, her audience, her spotlight, until she got tangled up with Jay-Z. It all began in 2000 when the two dropped Best of Me Part 2. Their chemistry in that collab was so undeniable, people immediately started whispering that there had to be something happening behind the scenes. And don't forget, Jay already had a reputation back then as a hardcore womanizer, not to mention everyone knew he was involved with Beyoncé. So, of course, the gossip mill went wild. Jay and Maya kept quiet about it publicly, but the industry insiders? Oh, they were singing. And honey, they weren't humming softly, they were screaming. Fast forward to 2014, and the whole drama exploded again. Why? Because Beyoncé herself added fuel to the fire. She dropped her track Resentment, and during one performance, she actually switched up the lyrics. Now, the original version was already about infidelity, but this time, she made it personal. She threw in new lines that hinted Jay had cheated, with none other than Maya. And to make it sting even more, Beyoncé allegedly referred to the other woman as a straight-up crazy boy.
No, she was attractive, but been riding with you for 12 years. Why did I deserve?
Baby, Beyoncé was heated. She was literally calling Maya out of her name in front of the world. And the way she sang it, eyes glassy, voice cracking, it was obvious she was heartbroken. You could feel the rage and pain radiating off that stage. And once Beyoncé gave that signal, the Beyhive went to war. Maya's socials got flooded with hateful comments. People were sending her death threats. It was brutal. Then things escalated even further when TMZ dropped that bombshell CCTV footage. Yup, the infamous elevator scene. Solange went off attacking Jay-Z while Beyoncé stood silently in the corner, doing absolutely nothing to stop it. The whispers? That Solange snapped because she had just learned Jay was cheating. And who did everyone immediately suspect? Maya. At that point, Maya's reputation was tanking. Online trolls dragged her left and right. Radio stations started pulling her songs. Playlists dropped her music. It was like watching her career collapse in real time. The internet was clowning her nonstop. And to make it worse, a so-called source from Beyoncé's camp ran to media takeout and spilled some tea, claiming Beyoncé found out about Jay's alleged fling with Maya right after Best of Me Part 2. The story caught fire before the outlet quickly deleted it. But by then, the damage was irreversible. The music industry turned its back on Maya. She was getting iced out from every angle. The hate piled on so badly that Maya herself had to jump on social media to defend herself. For the first time ever, she directly addressed the drama. She posted, "Never did, never was, never will." Illegitimate, thirsty sources with no facts, and that's the media for you, especially today. I play second to no one, pay my own bills, have my own label, own management company, rely on God only, and respect myself and marriage too much for nonsense. Her manager backed her up too, telling the Daily Mail that not only was Maya being blackballed by some very powerful people in the industry, but Bey's fans had gone so far as to send her actual death threats. At first, Maya brushed it off, but once her career started taking hit after hit, she realized she had to set the record straight. But let me tell you, this was only the beginning. By 2016, the cheating rumors resurfaced again, and this time, they came back nastier than ever. Beyoncé had the whole internet on fire with her Lemonade album, where she blasted Jay-Z for cheating. In her song Sorry, she dropped lines like, "Looking at my watch, he should have been home today. I regret the night I put that ring on. He always got them effing excuses. I pray to the Lord you reveal what his truth is." And then the big one, "He better call Becky with the good hair." Whew, that one line sent the internet into detective mode. Who was Becky? Why would she mess with Jay knowing he was married? And of course, Maya's name got dragged right back into it. So once Beyoncé dropped Lemonade in 2016 and hit us with that infamous Becky with the good hairline, the internet lost its mind. Everyone was scrambling, trying to figure out who Becky was. And poor Maya? She got dragged back into the fire, again. People were attacking her all over social media, calling her a homewrecker, clowning her, even blackballing her harder than before. But this time, she wasn't the only target. Rita Ora's name got thrown into the mix too. See, Rita was signed to Jay-Z's Rock Nation back then, so the gossip world decided she must have been Becky. And Rita? Oh, she didn't make it any better. She hopped on Snapchat and posted a photo wearing a lemon-printed bra, yes, lemon, the same symbol of lemonade, along with a necklace that looked like it had the letter J dangling from it. Now people saw that and went, oh, she's taunting Beyoncé, she's basically confirming she's Becky. Rita scrambled to explain, saying, no, it wasn't a J, it was actually an R for Rita. She claimed the photo was flipped, so the R looked like a J. But by that point, the internet didn't care. The rumor wildfire had already spread, and once Rita tried to clear her name, guess what happened? The spotlight swiveled right back to Maya. Suddenly, old wounds were ripped open. People were insulting her, dragging her, and shutting her out of the industry even harder.
One of the things that obviously comes up a lot when Beyonce had her album was a mysterious woman called Becky with the good hair who allegedly Jay-Z had cheated with her.
Yeah.
And then at some point in 2016, with lemonade in the air, you posted a picture of yourself with lemons on your bra and a J around your
It
neck.
literally was a coincidence. I didn't even think about it. I swear. And it wasn't a J, it was an R. They flipped it around and then it looked like a J.
That was in no way designed to
No, it had
sort
nothing.
of
No, that was my.
intrigue or
No, that was my own design with a underwear company called Tezenis that I was working with. This is what I mean, man. Pinch of salt. You've got to take things with a pinch of salt. And that's what's insane. I had to just kind of sit through that until a good friend of mine, Katy Perry, gave me a hilarious badge that said not Becky.
And the worst part? Beyoncé saw all this chaos, all the hate pouring onto Maya, and she did nothing to stop it. In fact, whispers in the industry said Beyoncé was actually behind the scenes pulling strings, calling in favors, blocking doors, making sure Maya's career stayed buried. Now, no one can say for certain if Beyoncé directly sabotaged her, but you can't deny there's a scary pattern here. Every woman linked to Jay, their careers tanked, their lives flipped upside down. Coincidence? Eventually, Maya sat down with TMZ and made it clear. She was not Becky with the good hair. She never hooked up with Jay, she never let him blow her back out, as the rumors claimed. All she ever wanted was to make music and live her life. Instead, she got drowned under Beyoncé's wrath, or at least that's what people believe. And honestly, it's hard to ignore. Look at the receipts. Blue Cantrell's career? Done. Rita Ora? Couldn't thrive. Rihanna? Album mysteriously leaked. Kathy White? Tragic ending. Emile? Erased from the spotlight. And now Maya, who had everything going for her, watched her empire crumble in real time. Fans had plenty to say about it too. Some stood behind Maya, praising her for staying grounded, saying things like, she wasn't blinded by money, fame, or notoriety. We respect you, Maya. You can always come back and sing your heart out. Others got even bolder, claiming, Maya is the real talent. Beyoncé copied her style. It's time for the truth to come out, not just about Diddy, but Jay-Z and Beyoncé too. Everyone needs to be exposed. The industry protects its biggest stars, and Beyoncé and Jay-Z aren't just artists, they're an empire. One call could end a career, and many believe that's what happened to Maya. She had talent, hits, and momentum, but once tied to Jay-Z, her career flatlined like a curse. Beyoncé fueled the fire, switching lyrics, hinting at cheating, and letting the Beyhive connect the dots. Suddenly, Maya wasn't just a singer, she was branded a homewrecker, dragged online, and hated daily, while Beyoncé stayed silent and let the narrative destroy her. Maya's career never bounced back. She tried, launched her own label, dropped projects, stayed true to her art, but in the mainstream, it was over. The doors that should have opened slammed shut. So here's the big question. Did Beyoncé actually blackball her to protect her marriage? Or was Maya just another victim of an industry that eats women alive the moment rumors hit? Maya swears she never touched Jay-Z, but in Hollywood, truth doesn't matter. Perception does. And once Beyoncé hinted at infidelity, the world made up its mind. Maya was guilty, whether she was or not. Now we're left with a trail of ruined careers, broken reputations, and one messy question. Was this Beyoncé's doing or just the brutal reality of fame? Because let's be honest, every woman linked to Jay-Z seems to pay the price.